but stay away from using it. I don't use it because I don't know what it means.
Mm-hmm.
And here's another word that you ask the user what it means. The first part of it is, sounds like it's heading toward talking about demons. I don't know. But I don't know how that goes. But the person who is using the term, like all of the terms for the most part, that are presented in the Counter-Racist Codified Word Guide, are dressed in a fashion of, let the user explain what the user means. No one is best qualified to explain what a person means when they say something than the person, him or herself. So if a person says, I believe in democracy, the knee-jerk reaction should be, the codified reaction, the correct reaction should be, what do you mean when you say democracy, sir? I mean, how is this democracy? Do you say you believe in democracy? How does that play out in a practical sense, sir? What do you mean by it? What does a person actually do when a person is democratic? I guess, democracy, democratic, the word democratic would come from the word democracy, or they would be closely associated. So what does a person who believes in democracy, what does that person do in all areas of activity when they interact with other people? Because evidently, I guess, it has something to do with interaction between people. If you're saying democracy, you're talking about people interacting with each other in some way, form, or fashion. What does that democratic person do that nobody else does? Otherwise, why call the person democratic if the person is doing what everybody else does and everybody else is not democratic? That's the way that works. That's the way that equation works. If a person calls him or herself, a person might say, well, I believe in democracy, but I'm not a Democrat, I'm a Republican. My goodness, well, now that could be confusing. See, so now you got to define what is a Republican. What is it? Can a Republican be democratic? And can a person who is democratic believe in establishing a republic or have loyalty to a republic? Now we got another word to deal with. What is a republic? And how does that have to do with what is the interaction between a person who believes in a republic and a person who believes in democracy? And what do any of these words mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what are we talking about here? And last but not least, how are people supposed to be treated? Because the bottom line in all of the counter-racist codified writing is encapsulated in one word. That word is justice.